Greetings everyone. The last video that we recorded, we did clarify the issue of waivers and why we think, in our view, it is not necessary for a holder of a ZEP to apply for waiver when they want to apply for a general work visa. But if the Department of Home Affairs insists that people should apply for waivers, even if you're applying for a general work visa, that is what should be done. but as we said, that we are trying to meet with the minister, raise these issues so that maybe they can see things from our own perspective. The reason why I'm saying this is because you will know that initially in 2021, November 2021, the majority of people did not have a waiver provision to apply because there are people of low skin. So the waiver was then introduced later in 2022 after an outcry that the majority of ZEP holders who are domestic workers who work in the construction, who work as Uber drivers and other jobs, will not be able to qualify for any visa. It was then that the waiver was then introduced. So when the waiver was introduced, some people, the majority of those that then applied for waivers and they were issued, they did a simple application for a waiver. They would simply write, I am John Ndlovu. I work at Pick and Pay. I've been working for 6 years. They attach proof of employment. They did not indicate what they wanted the department to waive, right? So they would apply. Simple to submit an application, complete the forms, the motivation letter or the application letter will simply state the place of work, full stop, without being specific on the requirements that should be waived. Those kind of applications were approved, came out positively, clearing the person to apply for a general work visa, right? But when the person applies for a general work visa, almost all those people were then rejected on the basis that they did not submit a certificate from the South African Qualifications Authority, a labor certificate from the Department of a certificate from the Department of Labor and Employment. Then they were rejected. So people will come to us and say, but you were granted a waiver. Yes, let's check your waiver. We write to the department, but this person applied for a waiver, you approved. Now is applying for a general work visa, you are rejecting. And the response we got was, but the person did not indicate what they want us to waive. It was a simple application, right? Then there are those who are applying for a general work visa, that in their waiver application, they were very specific. They will check in the website the requirements for a general work visa. They will then tick the requirements that they do not have. They will list them in the waiver application, right? And say, I do not have any academic certificates which can be evaluated by SAQA. They would simply write that. And kindly waiver the letter or certificate from the Department of Labor and Employment, write that, and the other requirements that they do not have. So they would be specific, or they were specific. So such people, when their waiver letters were issued, they would then apply for a general work visa. Then the general work visa would be approved on the basis that they were specific, right? So, what the minister through the circular then says that he removes the certificate from SAQA, certificate from Labor Department, which we have discussed in this channel. And the question is, what is it that one has to waive? So we just wanted to give this clarity so that people understand out there that you have group 1, let me call them group 1, right? Applying for a general work visa. They would simply write a letter to say, I am Ngabuto Nicholas Mabena. I work for Telkom as a general hand. Kindly grant me a waiver to apply for a general work visa without being specific. The waiver gets issued. When the application is done for a general work visa, it is rejected on the basis that there is no SAQA. Then group 2. Group 2 will write, I'm a domestic worker. I work in Sunny Hill. They will attach the letter from the employer. I do not have academic qualifications that I should take to SAQA to be waived. So can you waiver that for me? I do not, my company or the person that I work for, because I'm a domestic worker, did not advertise this job. Right? These were the people that were assisting, by the way. Did not advertise for this job. Can you waiver the requirement for a certificate of labor? They were very specific. And the waivers were issued. When the waivers were issued, they will apply for a general work visa. It gets approved. So that is the few that their waivers came out and their general work visas came out. But the majority who were then rejected were not being specific. So now the certificate of labor is out, the SAQA certificate is out. So like we are saying, we have to have a meeting with the minister so that we are able to assist those to say, how do you draft your letter so that you do not have challenges. Please like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you are on TikTok, please do follow us. Otherwise, goodbye.